Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are doing warning signs. Warning signs. These are all the warning signs you need to know before you go for your learner's license test. Okay? So warning signs are very easy because you spot them by just the red triangular sign, the red sign. When you see the red sign like this one, you know it's a warning. They are warning you of either the road situation, traffic signal, road layout, or just any other guidance. Okay, so let's get to it. So here when you start, they're saying we're starting with road situation ahead. These are the warnings with regards to the road situation. These may indicate potential dangers or hazards that you may come across on the road ahead. They may indicate potential dangers or hazards that you may come across on the road ahead. Okay? So now you know. Now, let's scroll. You have the first one, which says that motorcade ahead with cattle grid. Pass on the side. So what you need to know, you just need to know that when you see this sign, let me choose a different color. Let me just take maybe blue. When you see this, the motorcade, okay? Scroll down, you see this one, it's a gate. They're warning you of a gate, right? Gate, railway, boom, or barrier ahead. Okay. Warning, there's a tunnel. Warning, steep downhill. Steep downhill. So that would then mean that you change to a lower gear. Remember, when it's steep downhill, you don't even need to be accelerating because it's just flowing down. So you change to a lower gear. You can even drive your vehicle on neutral. You can just put the gear on neutral and then you just go. Okay, sorry, taking the eraser. Okay, then going down, step uphill, right? So what you need to do here, you may maybe put the gear that you know you will get power from your vehicle. Sometimes it's like gear number 2 or gear number 3 has power. So step uphill, but they're just warning you of the road situation. You'll be facing this situation whereby it is steep uphill. Okay, and then slow moving vehicles ahead. Sometimes you may find it stated as slow moving heavy vehicles. Okay, and then railway crossing ahead. As you can see, this is a train, so they are warning you of a railway crossing ahead. Okay, and then here gravel road begins, gravel road ends. And then you have this one of which has a yellow background. Let's explain the yellow background. So any sign that has a yellow background, once the background is yellow, you must know that yellow is for temporary sign. Yellow, temporary sign. Okay, temporary sign, it's yellow. And then then you read. So now, because the background is yellow but you have this triangle which is red, you have red triangle, so it means that it's a temporary warning sign. What are they warning you of? They are then warning you of an uneven roadway, potholed or bumpy road ahead. But you must just expect a situation like that, whether the road is uneven or potholes or any other thing, or but bumpy. Yes, that's what you should expect. Then moving on to speed humps ahead. All right, road narrows from both sides. road narrows ahead from the right. This one, road narrows from the right. Road narrows at the bridge ahead. And then still under road situation, then you have this one, slippery road. Falling rocks. Then this is a general warning sign. General warning. So they just use this sign for any general warning. So they could use this sign, and then underneath they could maybe put the selective restriction sign and say warning, and then they write potholes, right? So they like warning, there are potholes on the road. So hence we say general warning sign. Or they can put this sign and then put maybe saying reduced visibility, whatever, warning. So it's just a general warning sign. Jetty edge or riverbank ahead. Water crosses the road ahead, or sometimes they call it water drift. There is reduced visibility, so it's a bit vivid. So it must be, it might be misty. The condition, it's just not clear when you're driving there. So you are then expected to switch on your headlights so that you can see clearly. Structure ahead that is less than 5 meters wide. This structure is less than 5 meters wide, or we could explain it as a structure with which allows only one vehicle to pass at a time. Okay, and then we get to this one. So there is a length restriction, height restriction, and then here is what? Width restriction. And then this one, they are telling you hazard ahead. So if maybe you are driving on the road that normally has car accidents due to how the road is, they will just put this board so that when you proceed on that road, you proceed with caution. You proceed with caution because hazard ahead. Strong wind crosses the road. Strong wind. And then the noise of low flying airplanes. There is so much noise of low flying airplanes. And then here, overhead electric cables, you see, and maybe you could be endangered because you could possibly experience electric shock. So where do you find this? So let's say you have there's these ESCOM things, and then there are cables here, there, right? And then the road is here. If maybe the road passes under here, under the cables, then you'll find this sign here. You'll find the sign here, which then warns you that you may experience electric shock as you pass under these cables. Okay, moving on to these ones. So remember, when the background is yellow, it means it's a temporary sign. So surface step, so you might be stepping on the pavement and on the road because maybe there are some roadworks that are happening, hence it's just a temporary sign. Soft shoulder, at road edge ahead. Soft shoulder. Then you have this one, loose stones on road surface ahead. Loose stones. Okay. Temporary width restriction, temporary length restriction, temporary height restriction. Be aware. Okay. And then there is traffic congestion. You may expect, you may find yourself in traffic congestion. E-traffic. Okay. Right, moving on. So we get to traffic control warnings. So here they just say, be aware, there is a traffic light, or there are traffic lights. Be aware, there might be a stop sign. There is, not might be. There's a stop sign ahead. There's a yield sign ahead. There's traffic control officer ahead. There's scholar patrol ahead. And then there is police activity where maybe you might be finding the roadblock. Then here, traffic lights out of order, especially when it's load shedding in South Africa. Traffic signals out of order. So yes, and then we have changes in vehicle movement ahead. Changes in vehicle movement. So this one tells us how, of the movement on the road, how is the road moving. So let's just read here quickly. These signs warn of changes in vehicle these signs warn of changes in vehicle travel direction ahead, such as curves and bends in the road, oncoming traffic, or changes entering the road from driveways not easily visible from your lane of sight. Okay, now let's just go through them. So this one says warning, there's a gentle curve ahead, warning, sharp bend ahead, warning, hairpin bend. Bafethu, my people, my friends, Banganbam, listen. Hairpin bend and U-turn, it's not the same thing. The U-turn, it's an action that you do. You do that. It's what you do. You are turning back. It's a U-turn. And then hairpin bend, it's how the movement of the road is. So you find this sign, okay? You find this sign on the road whereby they're saying U-turn prohibited. It's an action. This is the road. You are going here, and then suddenly you make a U-turn. You see? This is U-turn. And then we come to hairpin bend. The hairpin bend, right? The hairpin bend, it's the movement of the road. This is the road. The road goes like this. The road goes like this. It's not that you do that, you are turning back. No. So this is the hairpin bend. And then hairpin bend. Then you have the winding road. So you have winding road and combined curves. Winding road. Winding road. Okay. Combined curves, and concealed driveway. These things are not the same. Winding road, combined curves, concealed driveway. It's not the same thing. Look at this. Here you have a winding road. They are telling you the road is winding, is going like this. This is winding road. Okay? And then you have combined curves. These signs are not the same. Combined curves, winding road. Combined curves. So here the first curve goes to the left. Here the first curve goes to the right. Okay? It's not the same thing. Then you have two-way traffic flow ahead. Two-way traffic flow. Then you have two-way traffic on the crossroad ahead. Right lane ends here. Right lane ends. There is concealed driveway ahead. Concealed driveway from the right. Concealed driveway from the right. So you'll see the concealed driveway also by this arrow. You see that, it's concealed driveway. Okay? And then concealed driveway ahead from the left. Concealed driveway from both sides, left and right. And then traffic circle ahead. So either mini circle or roundabout, but it's just a traffic circle. What does traffic circle mean? Traffic should move clockwise direction. Okay, traffic should move clockwise direction. Okay, right, moving on to these ones. Road layout changes. So they are telling you how the road is now. It's the layout. These signs warn of changes in the road ahead. Okay, so you are traveling, you are going straight, and suddenly you see this sign. Oh, that means there's gonna be a change. I'm not the only one, or the lane is no longer going to be like this. There's gonna be a crossroad ahead. So when you see this sign, you must expect stop sign, or you must expect to find traffic lights ahead, crossroad ahead. Okay, right, crossroad ahead. And then there is priority crossroad ahead, priority. So remember, this board is facing you, so it tells you you'll be a priority on that crossroad. Okay, there is the crossroad. It says priority, so that means you must expect right of way. As you are continuing, you expect the right of way, but you must proceed with caution. Expect the right of way, but proceed with caution. Be cautious as you go. Okay, moving on to this one, secondary crossroad. The board is facing you, so it tells you you are secondary. So people who are now traveling there, they are a priority. You must expect to yield or to stop there. Okay, and then you'll go when you see that the lane is clear of traffic, then you can then proceed. Okay, then moving on, you have a T-junction. At the T-junction, that's where you expect to see three-way stop, skewed T-junction, side road junction ahead, staggered junction. So it's like two side road junctions, staggered junction. And then you have sharp junction, Y junction. And then dual, there is dual roadway ends. The dual roadway ends from the left. Dual roadway starts or begins ahead from the right. Dual roadway starts from the left. And then you have these ones, moving hazards. Now we get to moving hazards. So moving hazards, they warn you of maybe people crossing the road or animals on the road. Okay, so the first one tells us that there's a marked pedestrian crossing on the road. Marked pedestrian crossing. And then the second one says pedestrians ahead. So the difference between this one and this, the first one tells you that on the road you are traveling, there's gonna be a marked pedestrian crossing. So when you get here, you must stop and give way to the pedestrians to cross. Right? So the first one warns you of this. But the second one tells you that you must be aware there may be people on the road, but there may be pedestrians on the road. So just be aware of that. Then you have this one, warns you of children ahead. It's not a school, this one. It warns you of children. This is children. It's not a child and an adult. It's children. Cyclists ahead, horses and riders ahead, and the rest, my lovely people. You just check the animal that you see, because these signs, they are pictorials. You see horses, cows and sheep and whatever. You just look at the picture. A tram, agricultural vehicles ahead. That's it. Okay, and then roadworks ahead. So you find this board where maybe there is some road maintenance. Hence you see the background is yellow. It's a temporary sign. And then grader, construction vehicle, there's an accident, traffic congestion. Okay, and then we get to hazard marker plates, which will be the last part. Then I'll close the session. Hazard marker plates. So the hazard marker, they mark the position of danger. Or we say they mark the position of hazard. Okay, so danger plate says pass the hazard on the side which the arrowhead points. The arrow points there, so you must pass where the arrow points you. So it means that there is danger this side, so proceed this way. Okay, let me draw something. You are traveling on the road, and then there is an excavation here. There's an excavation on the road here, so they put this plate here to say proceed this way and not this way, because there is danger, so you pass here. So it marks the position of danger. Okay, and then you have the sharp curve or sharp bend chevron. This one, sharp curve or sharp bend chevron. So if maybe you are traveling and then there is a bend, sharp bend like this one, they will take these signs, they put it here, sharp bend curve chevron. So they mark the position. You must follow the arrowhead, so it's facing like this. Continue traveling that direction and don't come that way. So it marks the position of danger. So everything here, it marks the position of danger. The same with this one. Follow the arrow, and then this one is the overhead, for an overhead structure to say, hey, be aware. Let's say you are traveling on the road where there is a bridge that has a height restriction. This is the road, okay, but there is a height restriction here. So there on Pezul here, they will put that sign here. They will put the sign here saying proceed underneath the bridge. Make sure that you have followed the instruction which told you that there is height restriction, right? And then the sharp bend or sharp curve chevron here, there are two, they just put them together, and then you have this one also, and then this railway crossing. So where there is a railway, where the railway crosses the road, this is your road, but the railway crosses here, you'll find this sign. So 1, 2. So they use these ones like this if maybe you have more than one railway. You may have 2 or 3, but more than one. Okay. And and then you have these ones, T junction. There's a T junction. You either take left or right. Dead end. You may not go left, right, or continue straight. You must turn back. Then this one, road is temporarily closed. This one is for the boom gate. Okay, and that's it. That's where we hold our session today. Then these ones are just combination: gentle curve, drive 80 kilometers per hour, roadworks for 5 kilometers, stop sign in 200 meters. There is an accident at the crossroad. You must expect to find goods, vehicles, and so forth. All right, so thank you for tuning in. See you again next time.